You don't need to mess with tricky two-part epoxy to get that gorgeous bloom effect. There's an easier way to achieve those stunning, flowing designs with minimal effort. Stay tuned as I show you a simple technique that gives you the same beautiful results without the hassle. Hello everyone and welcome to BCC Arts Studio. I'm Billy and today I'm going to show you how I created these little beauties. And to do that, you are going to need some supplies. So to start off with, we're going to need our cabochon mold for jewelry, making the hearts. And I'll probably use 2 of these and 2 of those. You're going to need resin colorant. You're going to need your UV resin. And you are going to need a prepared old CD. Also, don't forget, you're going to need probably some toothpicks or whatever you want to stir your stuff with, but I'm going to use toothpicks. And we will get started. Okay, so to get started, you're going to want to make sure your cups are clean. Your little mixing cups. You're going to be putting your resin into here. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be using blueberry colorant, a kiwi colorant, and a rose colorant. Also a lemon colorant, and then if you buy the kit, you will have your cream colorant. So to start off, I am going to just put some resin in these cups to mix my colorants in. You don't need a whole lot. For the white, though, you will need more of the white than you will of the single colors. So we are going to be creating a bloom effect with UV resin. No two-part epoxy or anything, just UV resin. Start off with, you want to shake up your ink or your colorant. Make sure they're shook up really well. So I'm going to start off with the blue, and I'm just going to put a couple drops in this one. I'm going to put another drop of each in these, just because. Depends on how dark you want it, I guess, but and then the white or the cream. Now, I put 10 drops in this little bit here. They're not real big cups. I filled it about halfway. So I'm just going to mix these up. So my plan is to make 4 blooms, 1 of each color, with the yellow being in the red and yellow being in the green and yellow being with the blue. And then the white will go with all of them. Just make sure you're mixing them up really good, no streaks. So for the CD part, if you have not seen the video where I show you how I prep my CD, I will leave a link to, I think it is video number 58. So I will leave a link to video number 58. That will show you how to prepare your CD. And we'll bring up our cabochon mold. And I'm going to fill these about 3/4 of the way with my UV resin. And I am using Let's Resin. This is clear hard type. So you don't want to fill them too far because you are going to be putting your colors in there, and that will help fill it up. Now if it doesn't get completely full after you put your colors in there, you can cure it and then give it a top coat before you do anything else to it. So I'm about 3 millimeters from the top. Okay, so we're going to start off with our blue, and we are going to make a blue heart, and we are just going to go in and swirl it. Like so. And then we're going to take some yellow. And hopefully we save enough for all of them, because I forgot. Yellow needs to be a little bit more than normal too. And then we will take some of our white. Next, we're going to take our green. I'm going to do a green over here. And our yellow. I'm going to take a little bit of blue and put it in this one. Okay, and then our white in the rest of them. And like I said, if it doesn't fill it up all the way, you can always top coat it afterwards. Okay, that looks good. So now you want a clean toothpick, and we're just going to go in here and we're going to manipulate the resin. And this works really well without alcohol inks. So I've been trying it with the alcohol inks, and I don't know if it's the alcohol inks that I have, if that's just not working or what it is, but okay. And then we are going to let them cure under the light, top and bottom, for 3 minutes. All right, so these are cured, and I'm going to demold them, and then I am going to show you how I place them on the CD. Now you can back your cabochons any way you like, if you know, if you want them black background or not. Wow, that's pretty. So as you can see, let me grab, it's my black. It's pretty. So our next one will be the green one. The back looks really stunning. Hopefully the front looks the same. Wow, that is so cool. That is just stunning. I love the effects and the petals, and it's an easy way to get your blooms without having to use 2-part epoxy. That is going to look gorgeous on the CD. The lighter areas in the cabochon, like on the clearer areas, is going to let that CD colors come through. That is going to be gorgeous. Wow. Look at that. Absolutely stunning. The blue with a little bit of yellow gives it a bit of a green look to it. It's beautiful. Okay, so we're gonna head to the next step, which is placing it on the CD. Okay, so it's time to place the cabochon on the CD. And to do that, I went ahead off camera and I leveled off the backs of the castings. So you want to make sure the castings themselves are level on the back. And to place it on the CD, so in order to place the CD on here, we need to put some resin on here. And you do want to just place it and hold it in place as best as you can. Kind of move it around just a little bit to move that resin around to get it out to the edges. And then you want to take your pointing tool and you want to wipe away the excess resin. You kind of just want to wipe all the way around to seal the gap between the CD and the cabochon. And then just wipe away the excess. Try not to move it around too much. Hold it in place, grab your UV light, flashlight, and just give it a quick cure to hold it. And then take that and put it under your UV light for 3 minutes. Okay, so I went and I took my heart and I sanded it down, and I'm going to dip it. And the reason why I like to dip is because when you put the CD on here, right, and you get your cabochon, the dipping actually helps seal this in there and keeps it from coming apart, because sometimes when I sand it, it does come apart. So, and after I dip it, it is all sealed and it looks spectacular afterwards. So, and I love the glossy clear finish that it gives. So before we do that though, I'm going to put black nail polish on the back of this, and then I'm going to cure that, and then I will show you the dipping process, and then I will show you all 4 cabochons afterwards. So when I am brushing the nail polish on here, or if you decide to use nail polish, brush it away and pull away from the edge. You don't want to kind of brush along the edge because you'll get nail polish on your cabochon if you do it that way. So just brush away from your cabochon. And I'm just going to cure it with my UV flashlight. So it doesn't take long with the flashlight, but I always like to put it under my UV light anyway. So now that the black nail polish is all cured, we are going to attach our toothpick for dipping. And what I like to do is I just like to put a little bit on my silicone mat. And I just grab some of it and dab it in there. That way I don't have so much to sand off. And then I just grab some. Grab my UV flashlight. Hold it in place and cure that and the little drop that I left on my mat. All right, and then time to dip. So, as always, this is what I'm using. Let me zoom you out just a little bit. Okay, so I'm running low, so I'm going to have to I'm dipping it in here. Make sure everything is covered before you pull it out. So it's time for our reveal. And we're going to get started with the ovals. Wow. Look at the sparkle. The CD coming through there. Just gives it a gorgeous, gorgeous effect. Wow. These are super gorgeous. And it is an easy way to get the bloom effect without having to use 2-part epoxy. I absolutely love the blue. Wow. Look at the sparkle. These are getting ready for the Valentine's Day holiday coming up, so these will be available in the shop. Thank you for watching, and happy pouring.